Since the Strange House mystery is back in the spotlight and people are trying to find the origin of the world again, I decided I'll do a video and summarize all of the info that I have that could help. By the way, I'm Trony Sauce. This is my second channel. I'm the guy that did the thing, that did the video. And I wanted to do this because Retro Gaming Now made a video about the Strange House. And a lot of new people have started to trying to investigate the pirated version. I want to get them up to speed because me and my Discord have been searching for this for months now. Here is a little thingy in Krita with all the information written down. I made it just so I don't have to memorize everything, and just so there's a visual in front of you, and I'll be adding to it as I go. So first of all, Strange House, how it happened. Deadskin downloaded a pirated version, and inside of that version was a save. He deleted it, made a world in that same slot, and then these two worlds mixed together, and that's how we got this legendary video. The timeline of this is a little weird, it's a little strange, but we kind of, sort of, know what happened and when it happened. So, the first Let's Play on the Strange House world on Deadskin's channel was uploaded on September 16th of 2010, but that's not the actual beginning of that world. He started playing about a week ago on September 10th of 2010. He was streaming to his sick friend and they were just building, having fun. This day, coincidentally, is also the release date of Alpha 1.1.0. Why is that important, you ask? Well, that's because this version, this iteration of Alpha, is the last version that the pirated version could have been on. Also, there's going to be a lot of words repeating. The word version is going to be said like 100 times. There's a pretty strict amount of versions that the pirated copy could have had. The latest one is Alpha 1.1.0 because that's the beginning of Deadskin's Let's Play. However, the oldest one is Alpha 1017. It's because of fences. We looked through chests, as in me and my Discord. We looked through chests, through the map, through everything, through every inch of the map. Fences are the latest addition to the game in that save. By the way, fences were added alongside spider jockeys, which is a pretty weird update, but whatever. This timeline of versions has a lot of funny quirks, and it's a little complicated. So, in between those versions, Alpha 1017 and 1.1.0, we have an additional 4 versions. We have Alpha 1017, 01, 02, 03, and 04. And then it goes straight into 1.1.0. Now, I kid you not, but these two versions are lost. We do not have them. The Omni Archive doesn't have them. These are lost. So, in addition, if these versions were the pirated version, we would find a lost build of Minecraft. Now, I believe that the pirated version has to be one of these builds. It's one of those 1017s. It's most likely not 1.0.1.0. Why that is? As I said before, Alpha 1.0.1.0 was released on the same day that Deadskin created the Strange House world, meaning the pirated version had to had the latest build that released that day, and Deadskin would have had to download it. And the save itself has one little detail that further makes me believe that this is not the version of the pirated build. If you analyze the chests in the Strange House, you'll realize that this person, whoever they were, had pretty much every item in the game besides clay, and the area around it doesn't really have any clay either. And that might be because before Alpha 1.1.0, finding clay was unbelievably hard. Building with bricks was impossible just because of how rare of a material it was. In Alpha 1.1.0, Notch realized that people are a little bit angry and updated the game so clay is a lot more common. But this world has nothing. It has stacks of mossy cobblestone, it has a lot of saddles, it has diamonds, pretty much every item in the game, and not one piece of clay. It is very likely that it's one of these 5 versions. Now, do we know if the pirated copy is one singular upload or if it was updated? That's a bit complicated because Deadskin would update his game pretty regularly. He started his Let's Play with 1.1.0, then switched to 1.1.2, 1.1.201, 1.2001, and the Strange House thing happened in 1.2.002. This could mean a few things. First scenario is that the pirate uploaded one of these versions containing the save and then continuously updated the game with the save still inside of it. This scenario is pretty unlikely though, because if there were multiple versions with the save inside of it, we probably would have found it by now, and there would be a lot more people that had the save or remembered the house. Second scenario is a bit more likely. It's that there's a build with that save inside of it, and the pirate then on realized, oh, I uploaded one of my saves in my pirated version, let me delete it, and then continued on to update it, but the save was not included. Third option, third scenario, would be there was only a singular build somewhere, and Deadskin would then continue to update it with different pirated versions, just importing his save every time. There's also a fourth possibility where the launcher had an update feature. I don't remember any launchers with that feature that I've had. I mean, I had of course I had a legal copy, but there was Ajo Kaido's launcher, which I believe had a feature like that. So maybe. Now I'll present you what we have from the alleged search for the pirated version and what we know about it, like how it looked like or what it was. So the look of it, actually you can see it in one of his videos in Minecraft Pure Survival episode 1. This was shown around the midway point of his main Let's Play series. He decided to do a new one because he was burnt out of building, and he actually shows the menu where we can confirm that the main world was on world 1. You could see his Minecraft launcher and desktop one other time, but it was long after his series was done. He made a new one, and he was already in beta 1.102, I believe. This was on January 11th, 2011. This is the little shortcut, and here's his full desktop, and that's how .minecraft looked like. This is pretty ordinary. You can't really say anything. This looks just like a normal Minecraft launcher, and he did buy Minecraft at one point, so this already might be the legit Minecraft launcher. As to where the pirated version might have come from, Deadskin told me that it was most likely from Demonoid. He mentioned that to me in the interview. If you want more info, you should probably watch that. It's a bit long though, I warn you. It's 2 hours. He said that it's most likely from Demonoid because that's the site he used, but he's not 100% sure. And the thing with Demonoid, it has been shut down a gazillion times. It had trouble with the Ukrainian government. Its owner, Deimos, unfortunately passed away in 2018, just before he wanted to resurrect the site. But yeah, there's not many archives of Demonoid, and we've been through them all. Allegedly, we've allegedly did that. The builds that were there and were possible to download, we allegedly downloaded, looked through them, and we had nothing. Realistically, if it's on Demonoid, it's most likely gone, because all of the fuss with shutting down and the government, all that stuff, happened all around like 2010, 2012. So this Minecraft build, if it's on Demonoid, it's probably gone. We also allegedly searched the Pirate Bay, 1337X, and YouTube. Probably also a lot of other sites, like smaller, minor sites, but I just don't remember them off the top of my head. On YouTube, there's a lot of videos with people, a lot of kids that would say like, oh, how to get Minecraft for free, and they would give you a Mediafire link with some random build that they downloaded somewhere else. Half the time it would kill your computer, but you know, it's fine. We checked out everything, like every single video. I myself spent like 4 hours looking, and we found nothing. Demonoid was our biggest lead. It was the main lead, but it's just, we allegedly looked through everything that there is to look through, and there's nothing. Like, we found some Minecraft builds, we tested them allegedly, but nothing. Like, if it's somewhere out there, then it's really hidden. It's somewhere in a corner of the internet that nobody has looked at for a decade at least. And there's just not that many archives. There's not a lot to look through. Recently, somebody on Retro's Discord suggested we could make a post on the Demonoid subreddit, because there is one. And I took that task upon myself. I said, like, we're looking for a build of Minecraft Alpha. The versions could be this or this and that. If you have any information, it's a long shot, but please reach out. But it did not help. The only comment on there is someone saying like, oh, there was this long video on YouTube about it recently. Like, oh, yeah, I know. I'm I'm aware. It was pretty cool. One more thing about the pirated version. We don't have much in terms of what the version had in its files. We don't know how it looked like specifically. We have this little snippet of video that definitely shows that this is the pirated version, and it looks pretty legit, but we don't know how the launcher looked like. We don't know what features it had. We don't have a readme file with like a signature of the pirate. We don't know if that was even in there. We have this screenshot, but this could be the legit copy. It could be something else. But the one thing that we know for sure is that it had a World 1 save file, and that it was sitting there intact in at least one version. And that brings me to Retro Gaming's video. I already talked to this about him, it's fine, but he did make a mistake at the end when he was presenting the Furies. At the end, he says that there is no actual explanation as to what happened, and there is no way to know why there's more chunks in Zappa's save file than in Deadskin's. And I have an explanation for that, and I mentioned this to him a lot. There is a comment from all the way back in 2010, pretty much when the video released, where Zappa, the one from the thread, interacts with Deadskin, and I have no idea why this is blurry. Wait a second. Zappa says, let me guess, you started playing Minecraft from a pirated copy. I did the same, and I have the same save file. The location is from someone else's work. The base had a chunk error making it elevated. Check your post in the Minecraft forums. I'll post some photos of my save. Jedi Outcast Movies. This is Zappa. This is one of his nicknames, and that was the nickname at the time. You know, you're probably right. The save that came with it dropped me through the world when I loaded in the first time, so I just deleted it and didn't get to see anything. Good call. I know the internet could solve my mystery for me. When Retro was talking about a theory about the world deletion glitch, he simply forgot about this comment that I showed him. This proves that the world was intact. Deadskin then experienced a very unfortunate, rare glitch that dropped him through the floor and corrupted the save file. He deleted it, and that's how the merging happened. This is what happened. This is the explanation for it all. We know that World 1 was in there. And the interesting thing is I have footage of this glitch because it happened to me randomly while recording footage for a completely different video. Here is how it looked like. I just gotta pull it up.
So, yeah, that was probably loud. I was very close to the microphone. My world just corrupted. Huh.
So, yeah, this is seemingly a world corruption glitch that matches one-to-one to what Deadskin described in his comment all those years ago. The back to game button did not work. I could only go to options or to save and quit the title. And the unfortunate thing is I wasn't aware of the comment at the time. This happened randomly on a brand new save that wasn't connected to the Strange House video. This was for a completely different project. I made a world and this glitch happened. Instead of following Deadskin's scenario where I would now go to single player and delete the world, like I would delete world 1 and see what happens, I just clicked on it again and it worked fine. As I said, brand new world, nothing in it. I did not move a single bit. And then I said, the fuck. I've made a lot of worlds, around from 60 to like 120 worlds in these versions for something I'm working on. And this happened to me only once a year ago. This is the only footage I have of this glitch, but it does confirm what happened. Deadskin fell through the world, thought, okay, this world is corrupted, I'll just delete it without double checking, and created a new one. And then because the world was in a corrupted state, when he deleted it, it probably didn't delete the whole thing. The worlds merged, and that's how we have this whole mystery thing. That's it. Retro unfortunately just didn't pay attention when I told him about this and forgot to mention it in the video. We probably should be looking more into this glitch, and now we certainly know World 1 fully intact, no sort of torrent malfunction, no cyber beams, nothing. This was a once in a lifetime glitch. Which brings me to the conclusion, besides Anti-Chrono, is that this whole thing is close to impossible. We will not be able to find this by searching old pirate sites or YouTube. We will not be able to just find it on our own. Somebody has to come through and find it on their old hard drive. It is a stretch that Anti-Chrono has it. It would be the biggest coincidence of all time if two people from that thread had this save and this version unaltered. Because remember, even if someone downloaded this version, most likely what happened is they deleted the world and went on with their life, or they were like 8 or 7 and do not remember this random interaction. It honestly seems like the phrase needle in a haystack was specifically made for this situation. We are looking for a 14-year-old torrent of an alpha build of a game, something that back in the day nobody would care about at all. There are so many things that could have gone wrong in the past 14 years that made this version permanently lost. Torrents on their own are a tricky thing because a torrent site can go under at any moment in time, just out of nowhere, since, they're illegal and the law wants to get rid of them. I mean, think of all the old school pirating sites that you used to use 10 or 20 years ago, and now think of how many of them are still up. None. The Polish sites that I did not used to use, maybe allegedly a little bit because I was broke, they're all gone. Then we are looking at the content of the torrent itself. It's a random old version of Minecraft with a random save that if you didn't see the video means absolutely nothing to you. It's just like, oh, cool old save that somebody had, whatever, I'll just delete it. Back then, archiving wasn't as popular as it is now, and with Minecraft, whenever there was a new version, people would just update and be like, oh, okay, let me get rid of this older, worse version, because why would I need it? They added fucking fences in the new one. I would love for this to be found. I would love to explore that world for hours on end. I would love to see all the versions of that world if there are any different ones. I would love to talk to the pirate, to the person who made this world. I want this more than anybody in the world. This is my baby. I love this topic, I love this video, I love everything about it, but realistically, it is such a slim chance that this is going to be found. However, there's not a single thing that has gone according to plan in this mystery, this whole thing. Every possible thing that could have happened turned out to happen in the most improbable way that it could have gone in. For all I know, I could have this version in my closet on some random CD left after my brother. This version could have been made by Doja Cat or, I don't know, Critical, for all I know. It could be anyone. This mystery is so random, so complicated, and so confusing. Anything can happen. And that's why I truly believe that someday, somewhere down the line, this will pop up. It will be random, it will be nonsensical, nobody's gonna believe it, but it's just gonna turn up, it's just gonna be there. We still have a lead, we have Anti-Chrono who knows where this save was from. Maybe he's the pirate. He could be. So we have a lead that could be investigated. Honestly, if you know somebody that played Minecraft back then, ask them. As I said, this could be anybody. Your neighbor could have been the pirate, and you just wouldn't know. It could be some 35 to 40-year-old dude from Minnesota that doesn't play games anymore and isn't on the internet. It could be some random woman from Hungary or Romania that does not know how to speak English and one time shared a copy of the game and never did anything else besides that. Anything could happen. If you have any questions, any other questions, just drop them in the comments. I'll answer them to the best of my ability. I don't know if I put everything that I possibly could have in this. It's already too long, so I'm just going to cut it short. But I do want to shout out some people in my Discord that have looked for these versions just up and down the internet, every corner, every nook and cranny. They are amazing. Ghosty, Ultra, They're My Mine, Gunkov, 2U, God Doctor, Shanif, Hellscape, Sleepy Overlord, Exostacks, and many, many, many more that I could not possibly look and just get all of them. You're all amazing. You guys have truly went above and beyond and searching for this, like looking at so many people be so into it, so enthusiastic, so like excited just to try to find it. It was an amazing time and it's still going. But yeah, I think that's all for me. Again, if you have questions, drop them down in comments.